Hey out there, this is Buzz with the Survival Buzz. So my last video I did it was a part 2 of situational awareness. And so today I wanted to shoot a video that kind of goes hand in hand with that actually. And that's our right to bear arms. And because of where I live and the fact that I do armed security, I'm licensed and trained to do that. I don't necessarily worry about, that affecting me in the immediate anytime soon at least. But it can highly affect other people around the world and in this country, in the United States. And I guess I wasn't aware that this happened, but apparently this is fairly old news, but Governor Gavin Newsom in the great state of California is proposing to pass the 28th Amendment to the Constitution. Now, in order for him to do that, he would have to get, from what I understand, 3/4 of the states to agree. But let me just read to you some of the proposals to this amendment. So it'll be raising the purchasing age of a firearm to 21 years old, mandating universal background checks, which I thought we already had that, I don't know, and then instituting reasonable waiting period for all gun purchases. Number 4 on that list, barring civilian purchase of assault weapons that serve no purpose than to kill as many people as possible in a short amount of time. So, I mean, what do they consider an assault weapon here? They can pretty much make this up as they go. And then along with that, weapons of war our nation's founders never foresaw. I'm pretty sure our nation's founders wrote this so that we could defend ourselves from the government or whoever it may be, and I don't think there was any limitations on that. I don't think that was what they wanted. So, but additionally, the 28th Amendment will affirm Congress, states, and local government can enact additional common sense gun safety regulations that save lives. That seems like a pretty broad category. Pretty much they can just do whatever they want. They can make it up as they go. So, in order for a constitutional amendment to be ratified, an amendment must be proposed by 2/3 vote of both House of Congress, or if 2/3 of the states request one, the amendment must then be ratified by 3/4 of the state legislature or 3/4 of the conventions called in each state. So I don't necessarily see that happening. I don't think they're going to get whatever it is, 34 states on board with that. I really don't, not at this period of time, but it just goes to show you that they're never ending. They never stop with this. The liberal left are going to keep pushing and keep pushing, and it seems like they're pushing harder and harder at this point. And like I said, I don't think it's going to pass, but at the same time, it's their MO, man. That's what they do. And even me saying I don't think it would happen, I didn't think trannies would be all over the place. I didn't think we would almost be entering World War III. I mean, there's a lot of things I didn't think would necessarily happen, but they're happening. So it's not completely off the table. But I guess what I'm getting at is, if you're not already armed and prepared to protect yourself, whether that be the government or the guy on the next block over wanting your food, you need to get prepared. You're really running out of time, especially with the digital currency on our heels and then being able to track everything you buy. Now's the time that you really need to exhaust every avenue to be able to do that. And like I said, with my line of work and where I live, I'm not highly concerned with it, and even with all the crazy stuff going on with the LGB, and now aliens and everything else, I mean, times are going to get crazy. Once the economy collapses, once the dollar's useless, once aliens appear in the sky, people are going to get crazy. And I'm almost apt to say you're going to be more worried about your neighbor or whoever trying to come after you than the government or aliens, for that matter. I think that's rather ridiculous. I think that's part of the big deceit, and I've talked about that in other videos. But now's the time to prepare. If you're not prepared, get something, anything. As Biden says, go buy a shotgun, right? Just now is the time to fortify where you live. Now is the time to prepare and get all those things and to practice with them, because it's not as easy as they make it out to be in the action films. So get ready, people. It's about to go off. Check you on the flip side. Later.